on the bowl and the pot.
Because they were dirty, or I know what
Uh,
you mean. You.
I need to cook by some oil and add some seasoning into the
Mm-hmm.
pot, because I want to make it more delicious.
Mm, okay. Oh, so they're really messy, right? There's a lot of oil. Was it
Yeah,
cooked on? Was it
yeah,
really hard to get off? Okay.
yeah.
I usually soak them. My secret is to have dishwater, like soapy dishwater, in the sink already when I'm cooking, and then I just rinse off the plates. I don't put them in there. Um, I rinse them
Dishwasher.
off. No, I don't use the dishwasher.
Dishwasher is much expensive. I couldn't afford it.
No, I do not use a dishwasher. I put soapy water in the sink, and then as I'm cooking, I put my dishes in the soapy water so that they don't harden or get um, nasty. So no, I don't. My mom uses a dishwasher, but I am a dishwasher.
Me too.
Yeah. When I use a dishwasher, you use me. But I feel that if I do that when I'm cooking, then things don't get as ugly if I clean as I go. But that's just me. You cook a lot more than I do. Getting my light set up here, guys, so you can see me.
I can
If
see it
any,
now.
yeah, I have to get my light set up so it's a little
Oh,
bit more
filter.
face, a little more. No, the filter is always on, guys. I don't want to scare anybody, even though it's Halloween. But there we go. Put this up here. It's part of being here at Mom's and not being in my other place. But the job interview went, I mean, not really a job interview per se, but it went well at the company yesterday. I was excited to meet Rosie, who is the lady who works as human resource there. The store is really nice, really clean, and she said that the good news is we would love to have you here, but the bad news is that we're the slowest selling store in the whole district. We don't have a lot of customers,
Uh,
and so therefore we don't have a lot of staff that come and go. We don't have a high turnover. And she said we don't have any spots right now, but after I described to her that I want to have time to take care of mom, and even if I'm not a supervisor, she said she was thinking of a job for me that I was also thinking of, but I didn't mention it to her. And one might be coming available, but she didn't want to give me official on that. She's like, we might be, I'll be in touch. So I said, okay. I thought I had till January, and then Matt, my brother, told me the military had notified him he can leave as soon as November, the end of November. So no big deal. If he leaves sooner than the job's available, I could either work at another store in the other direction, or I could just take a leave of absence if they know that that spot is opening. Or there's always options. But it's great spending time with mom, and yeah, God willing,
so
that'll be what I'll do.
when will you come back?
Uh, when will I go back?
Yeah.
I will go back to Las Vegas on Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Um, there's someone who has recently started taking care of mom a few days a week, and it turns out she's a pastor's wife and really nice lady. And she came by the other day, and she was explaining that she's been having to go to Santa Barbara several times a week to visit a loved one who's in the hospital. And so I said, will you be going on Thursday? She said, yes. I said, oh, that's the day I need to go back to catch my bus. That worked out. So when I went to my company, she dropped me off because she lives in that little town near where my store is. And she said her husband would be happy to bring me back when I'm ready. So her husband, the pastor, picked me up, and we had great fellowship on the way back here. So a lot of things look like uh, I'm being led to be here. So we'll see. But today, guys, I had gotten these life question cards for mom, and we can flip through them so that you can think of how to answer and use your English. Obviously, I'm keeping it pretty light while I'm here on vacation because I like to go right to the coffee shop after this and sit there. I'm having great time journaling and thinking about the word, and people are starting to recognize me there. They're like, "Hey, nice one wheel. Hey, you look like you're deep in thought," or something like that. So it's nice to. One lady said, "Really nice handwriting.
Mm.
You have such nice handwriting."
You couldn't let others to see your journals.
It's more like journal and I yeah, I don't. It's not like with a lady. Ladies sometimes write things that are really private, but not me. I just process what I'm reading so that it makes sense to me better in my head. I don't really look at it too much. But I was writing notes the other day, and
Oh,
so about a book I'm reading, and yeah, I enjoy it a lot. Actually, no, I lied. Here, there we go. Those are more than notes. These are more
wow.
than notes, guys. Can you guys see them? So I just write notes about the book I'm reading, and the lady saw my pen and she said, "Your writing is so nice." Older lady, you know. Older ladies back when people used to write with ink. Now everybody, iPads, I this, I
Yeah.
that, I this. They're trying to make us self-centered, huh, by calling everything I. Why not a Wii phone? But guys, we're going to get into this topic. It's going to be pretty easy. You want to come on stage? I see hands raised already. And I'm going to pull a card out and ask Candy and ask you. I'll give you guys an example since I find out where I put the cards. Candy, what did you do with the cards?
What?
Ooh, what did
What
you
the
do with the
difference?
cards? Yeah, you were responsible for the cards.
Cars? I didn't see the cars.
Yeah, remember when I gave them to you? You put them right up here, but now what'd you do with them? Oh, they're right here. They're
Where
right here.
are the? Oh,
Here are the cards. You want to try one, Candy? You
okay.
want to try early life? Let's try early life, or you can't, or you don't really have midlife or the other one. We'll just try early life, see what happens.
My mind is like I didn't try to my middle age and older age. I want to try two of them instead of young age.
Well, tell me about the time you got into the most trouble with your parents. Tell me about the time where you got in the most trouble. Candy, Candy.
Most
Did you break?
okay. The trouble with my
Mm-hmm.
parents. It is a
Mm-hmm.
hard question for me to answer because when I was young, the I didn't have much time with my parents, so it is showing that I don't have much trouble with my parents because it is a rarely situation that I meet with my parents and they didn't call me a lot. So maybe the most trouble from my parents are that uh my father just complained that I spend too much money on my education.
On your education?
Yes, the fee that I spent on my education. You know the money
Is he
that I spent.
Chinese?
Yes.
I can't imagine any
Yeah.
Chinese parent complaining about their daughter spending too much money on their education. That
You
sounds
know
so contrary.
the thing is that my parents' money are on my grandmother's side, and my grandmother just told me, Candy, you don't need to consider a lot of things. You just need to buy what you want to buy. And my grandmother just called with my father, your your daughter just spent a lot of money. But the true thing is that the money I spent for 1 year is the money that my classmates spent on each semester.
Yeah, I think Candy, I have to take a chance and say that I don't I just I don't think that's normal, sister. I think you're amazing. And I haven't I think there's something disconnected there. I, I'm not putting anybody down in your family, but I don't want you to carry that with you because that is not a reasonable thing to be in trouble for, especially as much as we know you, and especially knowing the people of China are really big on education. I know you are frugal, and that is not something you need to carry. That's an inappropriate response to you. I don't even need to know any more details because that's not I'm not going to receive that. That's not right. That's not right. So I don't think that's a good. I don't think you deserve that.
So,
Yeah.
um,
You don't have
the
to.
thing is,
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
true thing is that I didn't spend a lot of money on my education. The you, I just want to let them know the comparison was between me and my classmates. I didn't say that. Their comments are not real.
Are they sarcastic? Were they serious?
They are serious. They complain that I spend too much money.
I mean, what'd you buy? What did you buy? Just school supplies, right?
Yes.
And you know what?
And
Some of it, it's not. Sometimes people say that and they don't realize how the impact of it. Candy, you're fine. I don't. I mean, you're fine. There's no way that's
the
real. I mean,
the
there's no way
the
that's real.
the reason why I'm so small now is that I didn't eat a lot of nutrition things when I need to grow up.
I know. I know, Candy. Yeah. Feel free. Feel free to let people know. You never
Uh,
know. Some parents. Let's read the chat real quick. You never know. Some parents did that. My uncle did that as well, and sadly, thing my cousin hated it so much he quit from school after that. That's okay, Candy. My mom asked money from me when I was in school, but I'm grateful to my mom. Yeah, guys, it's all relative. Sometimes people say things and they can't really say them. Like for example, if um if if my daughter went to college and I said, "Hey, get whatever you want," and I didn't realize how much it costs, um and I wasn't really in a position to say get whatever you wanted, I just wanted to say that to sound like I was. Um, then that might cause the impact of complaint, but that would be my fault because I should have said that, we don't have much. We're glad you got into college, but we're going to have to be really tight about this as far as the money goes. I want to say buy whatever you want, but truth be told, I can't really afford to say that. So sometimes as adults do things like that, and it's not fair to the children, even the young adult children. So Candy, I think this is one of those cases. And so again, not to be disrespectful towards anyone in your family, I'm sure other adults do it, but they might have been surprised because they didn't realize how much it cost, and then they didn't realize how much it would really cost if you weren't so very careful about what you did purchase. So anyway, I'm gonna let you off the hook on that one, dude. You gotta let that go. You gotta shake it off.
yup.
Shake it off. You're amazing. So, guys, this is one of the reasons we have these questions. And thank you, Candy, so much for opening up something like that with us. That was really nice of you to share that part of your life with us. And we can make corrections now as adults. Looking back, we can make corrections. We can apply forgiveness. We can even understand components of it. And we can finally let go of that weight that we might have been carrying all this time. Even after you know that you didn't do anything wrong, you can still feel the disappointment and carry that with you that, the impact of feeling that you had done something that burdened your family or something just because of the way they said stuff. So, woof, woof. Um, those are the kind of questions, guys. It could be anything like that. I haven't read all of these questions. You want to know my disappointment to my family? Anybody want to know? I'll wait for at least one person in the chat. If they don't, we'll just move on. Some people are like, I'm standing here. Hi, Sarah. Hello, Sarah. Welcome. Jerry, what does Jerry say? Jerry said he's not practicing English, he's practicing Chinese. Jerry, write in English, buddy. Even if you cut and paste after you translate. Come on. We can translate here, but come on. That's how we. Hi, ni hao. They wrote in Pinyin. They're like, I'll meet you halfway. Um, no, 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 no. Yeah, Candy is excellent. Absolutely. All right, guys. So nobody wants to hear mine, so we'll get someone on stage and we'll see who's
I
waiting up
said
here.
that I want to listen.
Yeah, I said I needed one person from the chat to say if they want to know me to have me answer the question. Nobody wrote anything, so we'll move forward. Hello, how are you doing?
We are ready
Good.
to listen.
Huda says, I said yes. I said yes. How are you today? You're on
I'm
camera.
good. Yes.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Celebration time. Um, we're going through some of these questions, and there's so many of these questions. I don't know what they are, so we can easily just pull one from the deck here. Are you ready? Okay, let's pull one from the deck here and see what it says. It says, "Oh, that won't apply to you." It says, "What was your most memorable date when you were a teenager?" I did not even date when I was a teenager. I'm sure that's weird for me, but normal for most people. So, can I pass on that question? Just pass it. Just move to the next one. It's okay.
It was your question or my question?
No, it was for you, and I did not think it was appropriate. I wanted to explain why I was
I
passing on it. Is that
didn't.
okay?
I didn't go to date.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I yes. I just.
Yeah. Me too. Me too. I didn't go on any dates. So I don't think it was appropriate for our whole setting here because some people, even in the audience, might be offended by that kind of question. So, okay, here we go. What was in style when you were in school? What was something that was considered fashionable or cool when you were in school? Was it the way someone wore their hijab, or was it, how do you distinguish? You know, here someone might have a fancy shirt or a fancy bag or backpack, or everyone had to have a certain pencil, that kind of thing. Was there anything cool that you guys can remember when you were in school? I never had the cool stuff, so um,
A school or university?
whatever you prefer.
About university, I don't remember anything. But about school, I had a friend when I was elementary school. She always had a lot of fancy, fancy notebooks, and I liked them.
Yes, yes, I know. That's a good one because that the impression is deeper. In college, we don't care as much, but in school, you notice certain things, especially when we don't have all the things that the people we think are cool have, or have they have more money or more resources, whatever. All right, fancy notebooks, fancy pens. Candy, what about you? What was cool when you went to school?
I don't have a clear memory about the cool things, but I have the clear memory of the things that my mom just knit us knit or let me check. Knit a sweater for me. And the cool thing is that my mom the sweater my mom knit that her she just knit a sweater, and the sweater the front of the sweater is is knitted by my name. and the back is also knitted by name. It
Oh
is,
wow.
yeah. So I want to keep it, but my grandmother just threw it away. I think it is a cool thing. Sorry, it is the coolest thing that my mom did for me, because the front of the sweater is my name and the back is also my name.
Oh
So it,
nice.
yeah, the sweat is different. I will send you the picture after the live stream.
Okay, okay. My stepmom was able to knit things, and she knit me a sweater, and it was really ugly.
What should I say?
It was so ugly. And she used the material she had, but it was like different squares of brown, and it was really ugly. Even today, people would say that's ugly. So I was embarrassed and I felt bad because she spent so much time on it. It was really ugly. I don't think I ever wore it to school. That would have been horrible. But when I was in high school, um, she did make me a sweater for school where it was the school colors and it had the stripes on the arm. And then she put one of the school letter, she put on there. And I thought that was really, really
I
cool.
send you
Yeah, she did a
I
great
send
job.
you the picture of my sweater that my mom knit on WeChat. You
Oh,
can share with
oh, on WeChat.
yeah.
Okay, let me try to bring it. I have to download it and then see if I can bring it on stage. You could have put it on stage.
I don't know how to I can send you
Oh,
uh
wow. Look how beautiful. Let me um let me save these pictures real quick and um and then see if I can bring it up. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. You guys are like, "Okay, let us see."
you can recognize the Chinese, right?
Save image. No, but I think it's beautiful. So much detail. Let me save these guys and I'll bring them up on the screen so you can see it. Okay, here we go. Candy was busy taking a screenshot of my frozen face.
Huh.
Upload images. There we go. I think I can only do one at a time. I'll do the front and then the back. Here we go. Candy probably can't see it.
Yeah, I can see it now.
Oh, good. Is that the front or the back?
Uh, I think it is back.
That is so adorable. Look at that. That's so
Yep.
much detail.
The Chinese is
It's very nice.
on the above.
Let me see if I can pull up the other one. I have to remember. Oh, yeah. Here's the other one, guys. There we go. Look at that. That's the front. Look at the
Yeah.
collar. So cute.
Yeah.
Very
My
nice.
mom
Really,
knit.
really
Yeah,
nice.
my mom knit for me.
Oh, I can't believe they would throw that away. So precious.
Yep.
Candy, 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 candy. Anyway, guys, we're back.
Your mom is talented, Candy.
Yeah.
There's so much love, but the memory lives on. That is so precious. Um, what was in style? But they ask what was in style when we were in school. Tight jeans, because they got narrow. Right before that, they were bell-bottom jeans with the big bottoms, like really bottom. The bottom of your pants were wide. And then they went to narrow leg with high top sneakers, like Reebok sneakers. But we didn't have any money, so I was always behind style. So when everyone's wearing narrow pants, I had the big ones. And when everyone got the fancy leather sneakers, I had plastic sneakers. And back then they looked plastic. They didn't look like they were almost legitimate. They really looked like they were fake. So that was hard.
So that was
That was
hard.
hard to be behind. But uh, but I'm grateful for my parents, and I know they sacrificed a lot for me to have the things I had. So anyway, in style when you were in school. Let's try another one, guys.
Change another age group.
You want to change another age group? Okay, let's try it. Maybe they'll be a little less. Yeah. What was one of the most difficult parts of your marriage?
I can answer this question.
I can answer.
Yeah, some of these they're made to talk with your parents about, guys, and not uh yeah, see, like this one says, did you attend any school or training after high school? If you were talking to your grandmother, that would be really an interesting question, but not here.
Hmm.
So let's try this last category about retirement because of the older ladies we have in the audience.
I'm the old lady.
Ah, what is a dream that you had to let go of? That's appropriate. You guys can think about that. What is a dream that you had to let go of?
Let go of.
Stop dreaming about. Like it changed. Like when I was a little kid, my mom has interview paperwork. What do you want to be when you grow up? And I put, I think, a policeman or something like that. You
Uh,
know, it doesn't have to be so deep or emotional, guys. Keep it on the surface. I'm already still trying to cry
uh,
from Candy's situation.
uh,
I'm like,
as for me, I think I stopped dreaming about being a lawyer. Cause when I was young, I just want to be a lawyer. Cause I think this position would be very cool, and the lawyer can resolve a lot of tough situations. And my dream would be a lawyer when I was young. But when I grew up, I found that it's a challenge, and we have so many difficult. I'm not so smart to learn the license or the knowledge, and I didn't make the higher score for my university of the major of law. So if I'm at the age of the retirement, I will convince myself to stop dreaming being a lawyer.
okay, okay. Miss ZB, do you have any dreams that you had to let go of?
Hmm. Once I like to live with somebody, but I forget about that and I don't like anymore. And also I like to be a doctor and I forget that again. That's it.
Hmm. Yeah, and sometimes it's that way. Now, you ladies are still young, and you may find that something happens that allows you to go that path again. I've met people who were in medical school that were like 40 years old, and they're like, it's really tough. I wish I would have done it when I was younger. But they still became a doctor. And if you went to law school, Candy, and you had to take any exam or entrance thing more than once, you would still be called a lawyer. It doesn't matter when we're young and we think, oh, there's only one chance, or I have to score high, or none of that stuff really matters in the end. If it's your passion, you should follow it. But Candy, I can't see you being a lawyer. In our country, lawyers are known for two things. One of them everybody knows or imagines about lawyers, and that is that they can make a lot of money. The other thing is that they are liars and they are sharks. In our country here, that is what most people think about lawyers, that they are corrupted and evil and will do anything for a dollar. And I know in other countries that lawyer is a very respectful position and they speak the truth and they do the right thing and make changes and differences in the world there. But here it's such a high business to be able to manipulate the truth or manipulate a lie to look like the truth and get money for your clients and money for you. So I
So
don't I don't think you should
make
be a lawyer here.
would have a lot of challenges.
Who?
Make.
Mick is a non-profit lawyer. He works for a charity. He does not,
Oh,
he works for a non-profit. Mick is so skilled and talented and a good man, and he would be one of the rare exceptions if he got into any other kind of law because he's a Christian. He loves God, and he chose a path that would honor God in his field. So he does a lot of great things with his degree. Yeah, Mick. Um, and when you talk with Mick, you can ask him directly. He has a lot of testimonies attached to why he became the type of lawyer he is. And um, and as I said too, guys, I don't want to put all lawyers in the audience into that category. Many of your countries have a very good moral code and a very good principles for living that require honor and doing the right thing. And so I'm sure lawyers in your countries are just like they're supposed to be, but here, not so much. Thank you for mentioning that too, Candy. That was a great. I don't know why we got an echo all of a sudden, but that's all
I,
right.
I
Over,
mute,
Roger.
I mute
Copy.
you myself. It is my.
Oh, it was you. I'm hearing you talk now. How did you mute yourself?
I
If you muted yourself, you would have said,
I muted myself before I was talking with you.
oh, okay, okay, okay. Um, well, again, guys, we're using these questions to stir up conversation, to make you guys think in English a little bit more. And sometimes it's a hit, and there's really fun things, and sometimes it's. I always think when we have Miss ZB here, is I'm grateful for her connection, and I also know her time is limited, so I'm trying to get some more things up here. Candy's also winding down here, but here's a fun one. Let's do a fun. This is a fun one right here. Okay, Miss ZB, who were your childhood friends? Who were your childhood friends? Think of some of your friends that you had when you
Yeah,
were a child and tell us a couple of things about them. You don't have to say their name if you don't want to.
yeah.
You don't have
I
to say
had
their name, but mhm.
I had a friend. Her name was Fatima. Um, we were very, very close friends. Imagine when we fighted, I started to cry. I liked her that much. I couldn't tolerate being away from her. And once there was like a charity somehow. They were distributing some kind of food. And me and my friend were backing up from a school back to home. And then my friend suggested me, let's go and take some of that food because the smell was all around the street. And I said, okay, let's go and see what will happen. We go to find that, and we were waiting a long time. And after that, they give us just one packet of food
Mhm,
to go.
mhm.
Then we had
Oh.
to go. Yes, then we had to go to the her house to my friend devise the
Mhm.
food.
Mhm.
And she went up and she didn't open the door for me. I was waiting, she come back, she didn't came, she didn't came. And it was kind of being very late. I suddenly realized it's getting very late, it's kind of night. And I see my parents are very worried about me, very conscious. They are looking after me. I couldn't eat that food, and at the time, my parents fight with me a lot. It was my
Oh.
sorry.
So you never ate the food? Do you think your friend did that on purpose?
She she got some tempt to not divide it with me because we were child.
That's a good
No, when you
story.
close the door, yes.
She closed the door and you're waiting. The sun goes down, the sun comes up. You're like, oh wow, that's a good story. See, those are fun stories. Candy, tell it, tell us about one of your childhood friends.
Um, one of my friends when I was one of
Oh,
my
go ahead, try it again.
one of my close friend when I was in my childhood is was one of my relatives, and I need to call her as my aunt because my grandfather just had a youngest brother, and his brother just gave a birth to a child, and I need to call her as aunt. But we are at the same age, and I'm older than her. I think it was 1 month, and we just play together and we enjoy ourselves after we finish our homework. And the thing is that she is very naughty, and she just did some bad things, but she can hide herself. And I was a person that I was taught by my parents, even though it was not my fault. But I view her as my close friend is that I cherish the time when we were together. Cause not,
Mm,
yeah, and we have the policy that there is one child policy. So I didn't have the sister or brothers from my parents. So I I was cherishing the friendship or the relative connection with her.
mm, mm. All right. Very cool. That's cool. So far, so good. You guys doing okay? All right. Let's try another one. So, guys, we're doing different questions from this set of cards that's supposed to be for like you to talk with your mother or father or grandmother, grandfather to have better conversations. Some of these things are pretty obvious to us because we're not the age or the target of these cards. Um, some of them are interesting. Um, all right, we need to hear a crazy story apparently. Crazy story from your teenage years. What's a crazy story when you were a teenager? Can you imagine asking your grandmother this?
I have one. I think I shared with you all before, and it was my kindergarten time,
Was
and
that when you
our
stole
teacher.
the car?
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
um the teacher just told us, the weather here is pretty cold in winter. So our teacher just told us you are not allowed to touch the steel or the iron, especially in the cold weather, because if you touch by your tongue, yeah, you know it would be the the horrible thing. But the teacher didn't tell the reason why I'm not allowed to do that. I want to try to the new things, and I want to see what will happen if I touch my tongue with
To
the
the
arrow
cold
or the,
to the cold
yeah,
pole.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
cold pole. I want to see what will happen, and I
Yeah,
see
we want to see
results.
what'll happen too.
I did it. I did it. No, no, most of my classmates don't want to do that because they follow our teachers a lot, but they want to see the results, and maybe I want to. to breathe, to let them know that what will happen if I touch my tongue. I think it is the craziest thing that I did when I was young, when I was in my childhood.
Oh, so Candy's saying she stuck her tongue on a cold metal pole outside in the wintertime because the teacher said, do not do that. So if you guys don't know, your tongue will freeze to the pole and you
Yeah,
can't take it off. So it's really funny, Candy. I admire your bravery. But yeah, I never did
I'm
that.
not a brave person after that.
Well, you did it. You did it because it was forbidden. Some kids will be mean and they will dare their friend to do it. I dare you. I dare you to do it. Yeah. And that's somehow that's a really motivating statement when you're a kid. If someone dares you, you have to do it. But I never gave into that, so I don't know. Well, that's a crazy story. That's a crazy one. What about Miss ZB? Do you have a funny story? I'm already upset with your friend, by the way, because I think she owes you a portion.
What?
She owes you
What?
some food. She owes you some food. She made you wait and get in trouble with your parents.
Mm, you first you share your story.
Oh, okay. Which one? Let's see, which one? Well, I shared this with you guys before also. When I moved to another city um, to live with my father and my stepmother, my best friend in my other city's name was Eric. And my best friend in the new city's name was Eric also.
I can
So,
hear.
you cannot hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And so our teacher had a something on the wall with our names on it, and if she had to correct us or tell us to behave, she would put 1 point on the wall. If you had 5 points on the wall by the end of the day, you would go see the principal and he would smack you. So I was messing around, I guess, all day, and I got 5 points. She kept warning me, you have four. And then I did something else. Jonathan. And she wrote five, and everybody said, ooh. So at the end of the day was when she would take me. So it was not the end of the day, and I didn't think anything because I had never been hit at all by my parents. So what's that? And we went to the last class, which was gym class. We're jumping rope, playing ball, and I'm thinking, she forgot. She forgot. And my friend Eric said, Teacher, what about Jonathan's 5 points? I was like, what? What? And she said, Come on, let's go. He's right. I'm like, what the heck? I look at her like, what the heck? And so, yeah, went to the principal's office. You know why you're here? Yes. Okay. And yeah, the first time he hit me, I didn't believe it. It was happening. Ah, what the? And the second one, I went flying out of the office like, so, yeah, my best friend told on me to get spanked. Yeah, so it's crazy, right? Oh, crazy. I'm reliving the drama. But I did behave after that. Back then, the principal could smack the kids on the backside, and they used a piece of wood. So yeah. Anyway, crazy story, right? Any questions for me?
It was nice.
That's why I keep moving on the chair. It still hurts. uh, yeah. My friend, my best friend. Yeah, it's a lesson
All
in
is
life.
about best friends. Everything is about best friends. I also have a lot of same stories. Once one of our very dangerous teachers gave a lot of tasks to us, and we were not child. It was after elementary school, and I didn't write it completely. Half of it is still remained. I come to a school and I saw the teacher is very angry, so I tried to complete it in the school before teacher comes to the class. You know, when some
Hmm.
other narrate a story that teacher did us, blah blah blah. She was very angry, so I tried to complete it before a teacher come into the class, and I was successful. When the teacher started to ask and to see the task, two of the students they were not writing it completely. So she started to shout at them and tell them, I will, decrease your mark. And one of my best friends started telling me, you should feel like being guilty. I told why. She said, because you complete your task in the school. I
Oh.
don't feel guilty. She said, no, if I don't, even though I don't tell you to the teacher, you should think about your what you did. She was treating me all the time, and I told her, okay, forget about me. I don't feel guilty. And
Wow. So because you did it, they got in trouble for not doing it?
no, because when I saw she is treating me kinda, when I go to show my task to my teacher first before she told the teacher, I told my teacher a little part of it I had to complete in the school. When you tell it by yourself, it come more natural. So my teacher didn't tell me anything, but if she were telling, it was more dangerous, I guess.
Oh, wow. Wow. It's so crazy when we look back on our lives, huh? Oh, Candy, what's that face for? Stop watching the clock.
I don't I don't watch my clock, but you just
Oh,
remind
okay.
me that
Oh,
I should watch
that was no, that was a good flip. Good flip. Candy, can
what?
you tell me what were your favorite games to play when you were a kid? What kind of favorite games did you have or favorite toy?
Um, Firstly, I don't have much money to support me to buy the toy, and secondly, I don't play a lot of video games,
Not
and
video. Who said video? Who said video? What kind of
and
games? Imagination games, anything that doesn't require money.
the games like, wow, I was born in a small village, and we play a lot of games and run a lot. It's just 捉迷藏. How to say? 哇 forgot. 捉迷藏. 那个叫 hide and seek.
Oh yeah, that's a good game. Hide and
Yeah,
seek.
yeah. We had into a lot of places. We plant the corn, and we have the, how to say, the 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 place where the corns grew up. How can I say?
The field.
Um, I don't know, but I say the place where the corns grow up.
Yeah, like a cornfield.
Okay, cornfield. And
Hmm.
when after we have the harvest, and we have so many this kind of thing, corn food, so that we can hide from it and we can enjoy ourselves a lot.
See, see, some of the best games are when you're poor and when you're creative. So many people have games and they let's play a game and they turn on the video game. But it's so much more fun when you have a game where you have to think or use cards or, my mom has a puzzle that it has all of these big marbles on it. It's shaped like a hexagon and one empty space. And you have to jump the marbles over each other and take it off and try to get down to one marble. And so I'm sitting there thinking about it, moving it, and then those kind of things are usually much better for you than all of these video games and all this crazy stuff. So, hide and seek is a very cool game. Candy, did anyone ever have you go hide and they did not look for you?
It's, I don't think I'm smart, and when they had, I couldn't find them. I don't know where they are. And
Oh.
another interesting game that we play is that we just use something to hide our sight, and we touch and feel where they are. And when we touch them, we need to guess who they are. If we just guess they are real name or they are correct, and they will be the person who had their head to guess and to touch, to, I don't know how
Oh, okay. That's
to
cool.
say.
That's a good game. That's a good game. But I would lose because everyone would go and feel my big nose and that's Jonathan.
You can stop
Everybody else
everyone.
has little Chinese noses. They
uh,
go, who's that? Oh, that's Jonathan.
you can stop them from doing this stuff. You can ask them to touch your hand, because they couldn't
Oh.
tell.
Oh, okay, from the hands. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Well, it's fun. I know Candy's gonna phase out, and Miss ZB, you can stay as long as you have time until your time
Phase
runs out.
phase out
Huh?
is a sentence
Oh,
that phase out
well,
is a.
like transition. It's a transition to a gradual transition with Candy leaving. That's what I meant. Not like an abrupt get out,
Okay.
but more like
Yeah,
a
because
okay.
I got phrase out from friends, and I got this, and it is not a very positive expression when I watch the friends about the phrase out.
I didn't say freeze out. I said phase out. Phase.
Phase
Like,
out.
yeah,
Phase.
phase out. Yeah,
Phase.
like transition slowly. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I was giving a break so you could do that, but you can stay another
Phase,
hour if you want to, but I won't be here.
phase out, like
You're like, this is Candy out. Candy, peace out.
phase,
Um,
phase out means you just stop others.
to
Uh,
freeze out, I could figure out what they mean by that, but I've never heard that expression to freeze someone out. I can guess what it would mean if someone said it, but it means to keep prevent them from participating, like freeze them,
mhm,
like
mhm.
yeah, like stonewall them or something. But yeah, I didn't say that. That wasn't what I said or meant.
Okay, so let's talk about the interesting games for some other live streams later, because we can say a lot the interesting games about our childhood.
Oh, okay. Okay. That sounds like a whole topic. Maybe for tomorrow. What is today? Today's Tuesday, right? Tuesday?
Yep.
Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Sounds like a
Okay.
plan. All right,
Yep.
sister. Get some rest. See you later, alligator.
Bye bye.
Bye. Take it easy.
Bye.
All right. There we go. Miss ZB. Do you remember any games when you were a child? What kind of interesting games you played?
Mm, playing with bicycle.
Oh, yeah. Bicycles are nice. Bicycles are nice. What color was your bicycle? It was
Pink.
pink. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Mine was blue. And how old were you when you had your bicycle?
Hmm. Um, I don't remember. I guess
9, maybe 9, 8 or 9
no,
is a typical age.
no, 8 or 7 maybe.
7 or 8. Okay, okay. I think my first bike I was 8. I was 9. Yeah, I didn't have bike. Oh, did I have a bike in the city? I don't think so, because people steal it. They steal your bike in the city. But when I went to live with my father, he lived in the like the country area, so that's where he got me a used bicycle. And yeah. Anyway, very cool. Do you like these questions?
Yes.
Mariam in the chat said, I was afraid of the bicycle, or did you have a red bicycle, Mariam? Were you afraid of the bicycle? Yes, absolutely, guys. You guys can create a room, but I don't think that you can be a live streamer, but you can try to, or you can find another place that gives you more action. Yeah, absolutely. I got you. Afraid. That's what I thought that she was talking about. She was afraid. Mm-hmm. I will just give you guys a clue. When we assemble the stage and we have certain people on here for certain reasons, we're a community. And so if I don't invite you to stage, it's nothing personal. It's just where we're at, or maybe the person has limited time, or maybe they have a difficult interconnection. I use my position to make those decisions. So I'm not trying to stop anyone from being on stage, but we try to have a good flow, have a good engagement, and sometimes that means a full stage, sometimes it means only one person on stage with Candy and I. So I understand if you want to be on stage, but if you keep constantly saying it in the chat, uh, chances are I won't bring you on stage because it looks like you have the wrong attitude about it all. And so I'm just giving you information. Maybe it works in other live streams, but I'm a little hesitant if people are impatient or are saying things that are not the best way to state things in the chat. So
Oh,
um,
excuse me. I reached
mhm.
my limit time.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. We're waiting for it. Okay, have a good rest of
Thank
your day.
you.
We'll see you. You're welcome.
It was
Nice
a
to
nice
see you
session.
again. Okay. So yeah, guys, you have to understand there are a lot of live streams, a lot of live streamers. They all have different motives. Some of them they put people on stage a lot. Some people have the same people on stage. Some people do a fast rotation on stage. And I haven't found those approaches to be the best for here. I think when people are able to come on stage, we take the time to develop their time on the stage. But, but many times people in the audience enjoy seeing what is progressing or happening on stage, and often many people do participate from the audience and they text things. I'd really like to see that when they text different things in the audience. Um, it's just one of those things, guys. I'm not trying to be critical of any one person. I'm just giving you guys information, okay? So, we were taking these cards and talking. You guys see me yawning and yawning and yawning? Yeah. Um, I'm trying to oh, okay, thank you. You guys are really kind. Thank you for understanding. Um, I'm I think I need to take a nap before I go to the coffee shop this morning. Hey, Balen. Belen, I keep sending people your way, but no one has taken me up on it. People, whenever they say they're going to Europe, I'm like, oh, get on the train. Go see Belen. Go to one of her restaurants. Hello, hello. Hi, Selena. Yeah, it's good to see you guys. I'm really tired today. I don't know why. So I was almost gonna skip a day of live stream to sleep more, but I really enjoy interacting with you guys and talking with you here. Yeah. So I think, as you guys can see my eyes, yeah, I think I need to get some more rest. But tomorrow, Candy was recommending that we have a topic talking about the different games that we played when we were kids. So if you guys want to prepare for that, hi Sarah, it's good to see you also. Thank you, Salman. Thank you. That's very kind. Most of you are very patient and very understanding, and I think sometimes other people speak too quickly. Again, I'm not trying to judge them or be conclusive about that. I'm just giving you guys input for what it's worth. But I am going to close. It's just been about an hour and 10 minutes, but I don't think I'm surviving well. I keep yawning. Yeah, but thank you. So, games you played as a child. You're welcome, Wentong. Thank you, guys. That's so contagious. I know. My mom asked that yesterday. Why is it so contagious when we yawn? Thank you. I'm on vacation, and God willing, I'll be able to move here and live with my mom. And we're having good productive time together. I like helping her out. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Monera, thank you so much. You guys get a chance. Uh, thank Monera here because she helps so much to keep the peace here. And we'll talk to you guys again soon, okay? You're welcome. Take care of each other. Maybe I will open the live stream at the coffee shop in about an hour. I don't know. We'll see, guys. Okay? Thank you, Monera. See you later.